Real life
I
stories.
knew then.
We were going through the same
Real
thing.
life stories.
This is my life. I'm in control.
Real life stories.
Real life situations.
Change
My
my
life
life.
changed my whole life.
Real life
We were
stories.
going through the same thing.
I knew then.
The people are life, the people are wrong. The people are wrong.
The people are
The people and us. Hi guys, and welcome back to Life Out Loud. I'm your host, as always, Vishal. And as you can see, I'm a little bit lonely. No guest on my side. How you doing? You alright? What are you? How you doing? You alright? Fantastic, excellent. So, a few things have changed. Obviously, my other host, I am Joe, is no longer with Life Out Loud. We wish him all the best, and do follow him on Instagram because he's got some massive things to come ahead. However, as always, the show must go on, and whether I'm alone or whether I will be with guests, and yes, we do have plenty of guests in season 2, there will always be a podcast. Now today, people, I want to talk about something I hold dear to my heart, and that's winning. And I know you've seen my Moody Mondays, and if you haven't, please go back and check it out, or my Whiteboard Wednesdays, and I speak about winning in such a magnitude because I believe in it so much. It's like my mantra. Everything I ever do is always about winning. So I just thought, with the recent news of Kobe Bryant's passing, I thought I'd share it again. Now, I'm no massive NBA fan, but I am a massive winner fan. And I will follow any winner, whether it be Michael Schumacher when it comes to Formula 1, whether it will be Kobe Bryant or Michael Jordan in the NBA, Cristiano Ronaldo, Lionel Messi in football, or Steven Gerrard, as you can tell up there. Gang, squad for those of you who are watching. I love winners, and I love to study winners. I love to see what makes winners winners. And anything that I've ever done in my career or anything that I've ever done in my life is always about winning. If I'm coming to play, I'm coming to play to win. Whether it's a friendly game of football, whether it's me selling at work, whether it's me motivating my team, whatever I do, my attitude is always 100%, and it's always about winning. Kobe calls it the MAMBA mentality, and for me it's just exactly the same. It's just winning. What makes a winner? What is it that differentiates the two? What makes a loser and what makes a winner? And I spoke about it before where I said losing is a part of winning. No one's going to win every battle that they ever do. So if I was to give my 5 top tips in what makes a winner, I think number 1 would always be consistency. Now, if you don't have consistency in anything you do, you'll fail. Prime example, we all started a new decade. Woohoo, 2020, here we come. And a lot of you would have been like, this decade I'm going to do this, or this decade I'm going to do that, or this year's my year. 2 days down the line, 3 days down the line, you see that cheeseburger at McDonald's and you look at it, those gherkins are looking really all juicy, and you're like, alright, just one cheeseburger won't hurt me today. A couple of days later, you go past McDonald's again, maybe 2 cheeseburgers this time. Actually, you know what, let's make it a double cheeseburger. It's not going to hurt. And slowly, you just go back to the old you. And then it's coming close to February, and now I see all these memes in February. Oh, I'm going to start my 2020 in February. Or I'm going to start my 2020 in March. Soon it'll be 2021, and I'm going to start my 2020 in 2021. And all these things just seem to happen due to one thing, and that is consistency. Now, how do you get consistent? Well, number 1 thing is I would write down your goals. Have it somewhere, put it somewhere, whether it be on your phone, whether it be on a calendar. Get yourself a whiteboard if you have to, and just write it down and just say, you know what, today I am going to do this, this and this, and if I achieve this, I am going towards my goal. Consistency is everything in anything you want to do. If I play football every single day for 10 years, I'm going to get better and better and better. If I'm doing sales and I started just a sales job and I've done it for 1 week, 10 weeks later, a year later, 2 years later, if I've done it consistently, I'm going to get better. Which then brings me on to the point number 2, the willing to learn. Now, a lot of people that I see are not happy to learn. It's like, I've done my school, I've done my education, I've done high school, I've done college, I've done university. What else is there for me to learn? I am now experienced. No, you're not. You could be 55, 60, 65. You could be on your deathbed for all I care, but it's still time for you to learn. The world does not stop. Why do you stop learning? We're going around and around and around and around. New technology comes out, new methods come out, new science comes out. Everything is always new, yet you stay the same. That means you're old. Whether you're 20, 30, 40 or 50, you have to remain relevant. And the only way you can remain relevant is by consistently learning. See how I put 1 and 2 together there? It's quite smart of me, I know. I can see my cameraman there smiling. He's like, yeah, gang, look at this intelligent mother. Anyway, number 3. So we've got consistency. We've got always willing to learn. And the number 3rd thing is your attitude. Now, attitude, Winston Churchill once said, attitude is a small word that makes a massive difference. What does that really mean? Well, for me, it's everything. If my attitude is to wake up to be number 1, if my attitude is to go sleep thinking about being number 1, if my attitude throughout the 24 hours while I'm awake or while I'm alive, 86,000 seconds in a day, if my attitude is in line with my goals and my dreams of wanting to be a winner, I am more likely to succeed. So what is your attitude every single day? Have you started this new decade to say, yes, I'm going to do something and not done it yet? Have you started this decade to say, I'm going to, and yet not done anything? Because that's a bad attitude. The right attitude would be the person willing to learn. The right attitude would be the person willing to go the extra mile. I heard a story, now again, I wasn't a massive fan of NBA, so I didn't know so much, but once Kobe passed away, I've watched a lot of videos. I'm sure a lot of you have as well, and I watched a few interviews, and there's this one gentleman that said, I came into training and Kobe was already there, dripping in sweat. I finished training and Kobe was still there. Later on we had a game and Kobe scored 40 points in that game. And I went up to him and said, what was it that made you so good? And he goes, well, I saw you come into the gym and I saw you leave the gym, and I just want you to know that no matter how much work you put in, I'm willing to work harder to get there. And that's all it was. That was the MAMBA mentality, that winning mentality. So there's 3 key components that can make you a winner, but there are plenty of other things. And now, the reason why I'm saying this, and I'm gonna speak from a personal point of view. I've started 2020, and I wouldn't say it's been my most successful 2020. It could be, and it's probably been the hardest time I've ever had in my life in terms of me trying to be consistent, me trying to be a winner, me living the mantra that I'm speaking about right now. Now, my attitude hasn't changed. I can tell you that 100%. My levels of work has not changed, and the level of consistency that I want to put in and the fact that I still want to learn has not changed. But something has, and I'm still trying to figure that out. And I will come back to you guys and tell you, you know what, there is a part 2 to this, and I don't know what that part 2 is. And the game, that goes down to wanting to learn, always wanted to be a little bit better. I've started this year finding myself at my own job 80% year to date. The last 5 years at this point, I'd be on 110 plus. So something's gone wrong. Something's not what Vishal's about. It's not where I want to be. But I can tell you one thing, when I wake up in the morning, I will not change who I am, what I am, and where I want to go. I lift my head up high and I know what I'm worth and I know what my value is, because I am always going to be a consistent winner. And I want you guys to feel that. I want you to understand it. I want you to hear the passion in my voice, because if you can hear it and you can feel it and you get a few little goosebumps right now, then I'm doing my job correctly, because I want you lot to know that the number one thing that you can do whenever you wake up is give everything to it. Give absolutely everything to it. Life is short. I said it in my last podcast. I'm grateful. I'm grateful for life. I'm happy to be here. I'm happy to be living. I'm healthy. God willing, I stay healthy. And I'm just going to go out there and consistently try to do whatever I can to be the best version of myself. Now, it's a short podcast today, ladies and gentlemen. As you can see, I've got no guests, but if you have something that you want to speak about, and if there's anything that you want to share, or a topic that you want to come on to, because season 2 is about topics. So we won't have so many long stories, 45-minute podcasts. We've listened to what people said. They want snappy, short podcasts, but they still want us to talk about life. So there will be 20, 25-minute podcasts, 30-minute podcasts. Obviously, those who want to share their stories, we're more than happy to hear them as well. We might even split over 2 podcasts. You never know. But anything you guys want to know, drop us a comment, like, subscribe, and if it's something that you believe can help someone else, pass it on. Let them like, let them subscribe, let them share. Because you know what? Sharing is caring, isn't it? Thank you for listening to me today. I don't know if it sounded like a rant. I really don't hope it did sound like a rant, but I want us to all to be winners. The more people that win, the more successful everyone becomes. The more successful everyone becomes, the happier people are. And you know what? Who wants to live on an unhappy life? I'd rather live happy. So anyway, for now, I was your host Vishal. I'd like to see you all in episode 2 of Life Out Loud. Until then, see you soon. Bye bye.